What's good, YouTube? Your boy 21 and bring guys a discussion today. And what I want to really talk about was something kind of casual, but not necessarily casual. It's more competitive as well. And that is the importance of a testing group. Yes, guys. The importance of a testing group because a lot of people who have this mentality in Yu-Gi-Oh! That just because they can do decently good at locals, they can just sweep a regionals and sweep a YCS, and they can play a few games on Dueling Network just to tune up their skills beforehand. And I'm here to tell you that those guys, and if any of my subscribers are one of those kind of guys, I'm sorry, but you guys are wrong. And the reason why you guys are wrong is because playing against on Dueling Network is pretty much irrelevant at this point. We all know you play against random bullshit consistently, and you might play against something good every blue moon. And playing at locals is not going to cut it all the time because while you do, even if I say you're the guy at locals that just you're so good you sweep everyone every week or you just go X1 consistently every week, but you develop the mindset that okay, I'm just better than everyone. There's no point of playing anybody because I'm just the shit. Well, when you develop that kind of mindset, you're going to limit yourself to building up that process to becoming a better player. For example, I'm going to talk about what a testing group has brought for me. Now, right now, I currently do not have a testing group for Yu-Gi-Oh! But back in my Naruto to 6G game days, I had a good ass testing group, and we were pretty much best friends, all of us. It was about six, seven, or eight of us, and I can honestly say, hanging out with those guys I used to play Naruto with gave me the foundation that I needed to move on and be decently good at Yu-Gi-Oh! Because from what I learned from having a testing group that was really competitive in Naruto is how to pick a good card choices, how to handle certain situations under pressure. That's the main important one. How not to get cocky, when to be aggressive, when not to be aggressive. And by doing that over and over and over through repetition and repetition and testing hours and hours and learning about what was bad about me as a player for my friends, because it was, I'm not gonna lie, back in Naruto, just like I mean Yu-Gi-Oh, I was the type of player that played original decks and tried to think outside the box. Now, while me and my group all did that, I had the concept of not playing the good cards, and I did this because being good is a relative word, but some cards are obviously better than other ones, and I never played those cards. I wanted to be like, oh, I want to be different. I'll try to think outside about something, play something completely different, which was good, but the card I was playing was completely trash, and there was always better versions of the cards I was playing. So, with that being said, I had the group to tell me, okay, you shouldn't play this. You should be thinking about more about this. And then we all used to work together as a team, and I missed that shit because I honestly feel like if we were to transition, all of us instead of me, were to transition to Yu-Gi-Oh, we would. I'm not gonna say we would dominate the tournament scene, but we would pretty much cause a big uproar. Well, not uproar, but uprising in the tournament scene and do just as good as we did in Naruto, if not better, because that is the confidence I had in my old team. Now, since I got the foundation from my old Naruto team and transitioned over to Yu-Gi-Oh, I know how to properly build decks. I know how to spot a good card when I see one a mile away. I can think for myself. I don't follow these so-called pros like Patrick Corbin, Billy Brick, Jeff Jones, etc. Now they're good and they can give a good advice, but I'm not. If they say a card is good, I'm not just gonna dump all everything in my wallet to go buy that card. I'm gonna test the card out myself and see if it works for me online, or I'm gonna theory craft the card. And if it's not good up here in my brain, fuck what they say. I'm gonna play what I want to play. And I feel like if you guys don't have a testing group, you really don't understand the concept of okay, what's wrong with your deck and what's wrong with your playing skill. Because if you don't have someone over your shoulder saying, "Hey, you did this wrong," and you're like, "I didn't do that wrong," and they tell you why, and then you're just arguing with them, and then you have your whole group basically telling them like, "Look, dude, or look, nigga, you did this wrong because this, and this, in this situation, you could have did this versus this, and this." I'm gonna give you guys another example. I was watching the Corbin Devil versus Patrick Hoban video on get the Yu-Gi-Oh Card Guys channel. I'll probably link it somewhere if I remember. And I did not know that Corbin McDuffie, Patrick Coburn, Desmond Johnson all pretty much lived in the same state. And it's like watching that video reminded me of me and my old friends because they were all sitting around trolling each other, shit talking, but they were also very competitive. Which is why how me and my friends were, because in an environment like that, you guys are all gonna be able to push each other and help each other grow. No matter if you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, hell, maybe if you're even playing sports, kind of different card games. But the main point is like having that foundation of players to help push you and help correct your wrong and help you know what to do and what not to do. This makes you 10 times better as a player than you just being automatically a gifted person in the game that has potential to be great, but you don't have the people behind your back to help you lead. Now, granted, some of you guys might already have a testing group, but if if you guys aren't pushing each other, the group really isn't that good. I've also seen some people locally and regionally that they have groups and their groups honestly hold them back. Now, I'm not saying people should kick off their friends or whatever, but sometimes it's always that one person in the group who's really good, and then there's the two friends who try to be good and they don't take their own advice. I mean, I guess you guys also all have a chemistry as well. I mean, I know this sounds like a lot of rambling, but my main point is like understand the importance of a testing group because testing groups can really make you that much better of a player. And if you guys don't have a testing group, you can always find one. Like for example, when I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh, my first thing I did was I looked on Pojo. I found the wind-up forum. I was playing wind-ups at the time, and I was in the wind-up forums day after day, talking up theory crafting ideas with the wind-up guys. And while we might have not play tested with each other, we theory crafted ideas. I took down notes. I went on DN. I tested up the deck. I went to Losus. I tested out the deck. I go back to the forums, tell them my results, and I consistently do the same thing now in the gadget forums. And why I don't have a Yu-Gi-Oh testing group now, I mean, I play with some people here and there, but I don't have a legit group. I still have the foundation of what I learned from Naruto, which is still good for me, and I also still have the gadget forums on Pojo, which helps me out as well to make my gadget deck that much better. Plus, I have the OCG stuff to look at too. So, once again, if you guys don't have a testing group, you can always go on Pojo to in the forums and talk to everyone and try to give everyone help. You can always try to make friends at locals and just try to play test with people over and over and over because if you guys don't have that strong group to make that bond, I feel like it's going to hold you back in the long run if you're trying to become a competitive player. So I know it sounded like a lot of rambling, but I'm sorry. It's just I kind of went all over the place. But my main point is like understand the importance of a group because groups can really help you go from a tier 2 player to a tier 0 player. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Comment in the comment section below. What are you guys' thoughts on this topic of the importance of a testing group? This is Joe 21 and I'm out. Deuces. Rate, comment, subscribe, and enjoy the rest of your day.